and welcome. Today we will be exploring a unit titled The Future of Rural Marketing. In this lecture, we will look into the transformative shift that are redefining how businesses engage with rural India. We will move beyond traditional concept to understand how inclusivity, sustainability, and innovation are becoming the cornerstone of modern rural marketing strategies. Before we begin, let's outline our learning objective for this session. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to first understand the core themes and paradigm shift driving the future of rural marketing. Second, analyze real world business model innovations that empower rural communities. Third, evaluate the role of technology and impact measurement in shaping scalable rural strategies. And finally, identify contemporary challenges and formulate future ready, stakeholder driven marketing solution. Let's proceed to our first section. For a long time, rural markets were seen as secondary, often treated as more extension of urban market. The strategies were simple. Take an urban product, maybe make it cheaper, and push it into a new territory. However, this perspective is now outdated. Today, with over two-thirds of India's population in rural areas, these markets are no longer on the periphery. They are vital frontiers of growth and innovation. But what has changed? The rural landscape itself is transforming, driven by rising aspiration, greater digital access, and grassroots innovation. This evolution demands a fundamental shift in our approach from single transactional selling to building development partnership. This unit explored this very shift, focusing on purpose driven and inclusive model that create value for both the business and the community. To understand the future, we must identify the major forces shaping it. The future of rural marketing is being built upon several interconnected core themes. It's no longer just about product placement or sales figure. Instead, success now depends on creating value that is inclusive, sustainable, and culturally relevant. These core themes represent a move away from seeing rural population as just consumer. Instead, they are now viewed as active participants in socio-economic change. Let's examine these themes more closely in the upcoming slides. Two of the most powerful themes are the rise of socially responsible business practices and the integration of technology. First, let's talk about social responsibility. The old model of maximizing shareholder profit at all cost is giving way to a more holistic approach. Have you heard of the triple bottom line or TBL? It's a framework that asks businesses to measure success not just by profit but also by their impact on people and the planet. This means a company's success in a rural market is also judged by how it improves, lives, and protects the environment. A prime example is Grameen Danone, which reinvests its profit to fight malnutrition while creating local jobs. At the same time, the digital revolution is a massive enabler with smartphones and agri-tech platforms becoming common. Companies can now understand rural consumers like never before. Technologies like big data allow for what we call micro market segmentation, identifying unique needs within small specific rural area and creating customized solution. ITC eChopal platform is a classic example using technology to connect directly with farmers, providing them with information and fair prices. Moving on, the next two themes focus on the power of the local community, participation and innovation. Modern rural marketing is shifting from a top down approach to one of co creation. But what does co creation actually mean? It means businesses are no longer just selling to rural consumer. They are working with them. Rural community members are being integrated into the value chain as distributor, retailer, even as a partner in innovation. This builds immense trust and ownership. Hindustan Unilever project Sakti is a perfect illustration where rural women are empowered as entrepreneurs to sell product, boosting their income and the company reach simultaneously. This leads us to frugal and grassroots innovation. Rural areas often have unique problems and resource limitations. The most effective solution, therefore, are often simple, low cost, and high utility. This frugal innovation can come from companies, but many also emerge from the ground up from the rural communities themselves thinks of the Mittikul, a clay refrigerator that works without electricity. It's a brilliant solution born from a local need, something a corporate research and development lab in a city might never been conceived. Finally, our last set of core themes revolves around long-term sustainability and a redefinition of capitalism itself. Sustainability and environmental accountability are no longer just buzzwords. They are business imperatives. Rural livelihood are directly tied to natural resources. So companies operating in this area must be responsible stewards of the environment. Businesses are now being evaluated on their environmental impact using framework we will discuss later. This has given rise to social enterprises, businesses designed primarily to solve a community problem where profit are reinvested to further that social mission. This is different from traditional charity because it aims to be self-sustaining. All of this points to a broader redefinition of capitalism, a shift from a shareholder focus to a stakeholder focus. This has led to the emergence of solution economy, where businesses, NGOs, and the government collaborate to solve large scale public platform problems like health, energy, livelihood. The goal is to align profitability with genuine inclusive progress. So let's quickly recap the core theme we have discussed. The future of rural marketing is being shaped by a focus on social responsibility to framework like a triple bottom line, the deep integration of technology for data driven localized strategies, community participation and co creation, which turns consumers into partners. The power of frugal and grassroots innovation to solve real world problems, a non negotiable commitment to environmental sustainability, and finally, the rise of social enterprises and the solution economy where profit and purpose go hand in hand. These themes are not separate, they are deeply interwoven and are causing fundamental shift in business thinking. Building on these themes, we can now discuss the paradigm shift occurring in rural market. A paradigm shift isn't just a small change, it's a fundamental change in our underlying assumption and rules. It's about completely rethinking how we approach a subject. In a rural marketing, this shift are moving us from transactional models to transformational ones. Let's explore what this key shift look like in practice. The first major shift is from profit maximization to the triple bottom line. As we noted earlier, the old paradigm was singularly focused on financial returns for shareholders. The new paradigm demands a balanced focus on people, planet, and profit. Long term success in rural market is now seen as being dependent on contributing to inclusive growth. Secondly, we are seeing a shift from consumer to co-creator. In the past, rural population were viewed as a passive market to sell to. Today, the new paradigm sees them as a pro-consumer, people who are both producer and consumers. By engaging community in design, distribution, and feedback, companies build loyalty and create relevant solutions. Project Sakti is a powerful example of turning consumers into active partners in the businesses. The next set of shift is about strategy and focus. There is a clear move from mass marketing to micro market segmentation. For decades, rural India was treated as one single uniform market. This was a critical mistake. Without data analytics, companies can now see the immense diversity within rural markets. The new paradigm is about hyper localization, creating customized product, pricing, and communication for very specific segments, whether they are in tribal region or peri-urban villages. This is complemented by the shift from product pushing to problem solving. The old goal was simply to sell existing product. The new paradigm is solution centric. What are the real problems faced by the communities? Malnutrition, poor health, water scarcity. The goal now is to design and deliver products and service that solve these specific problems. Philips smokeless stove, for instance, wasn't just a product, it was a solution to the serious health issues of indoor air pollution. We also see a profound shift in how social impact is integrated into businesses. This is the shift from CSR as one to social business models. Previously, social good was often an afterthought handled by separate corporate social responsibility or CSR department. The new paradigm embeds social purpose directly into the core business model. A social enterprise like Grameen Danone is designed from the ground up to be financially self-sustaining while achieving a social mission. Its primary goal isn't profit for the shareholder but community development. Furthermore, we are moving from linear supply chain to collaborative ecosystem. The old supply chain was hierarchical and company controlled. The new model is a collaborative ecosystem. So, what does this ecosystem include? It involves partnership with NGOs, self-help group, government agencies, and local entrepreneurs, all integrated through technology, platform. ITC eChopal is not just a supply chain; it's a complete ecosystem that provides information, inputs, and market access to farmers. Our final set of paradigm shift relates to innovation and measurement. We are witnessing a move from urban research and development to contextual innovation. The old way was to design a product in a city lab and then try to sell it in the village. This often failed because the product didn't fit the local context. The new paradigm is about investing in contextual research and development, co-developing solution with rural innovators and users. This is where frugal and grassroots innovation like the Mythicool refrigerator truly shines. And finally, this all culminates in a shift from annual profit to measurable impact. How do we define success? The old paradigm was simple: revenue and market share. The new paradigm demands that the company measures and report on their social and environmental impact. Framework like the social return on investment SROI are used to quantify the social value created. Companies like ITC now publish detailed sustainability reports, accounting for their contribution to education, water, conservation, and women's empowerment. Let's pause to recap this crucial paradigm shift we are moving from profit maximization to triple bottom line, from treating people as consumers to engaging them as co creators, from mass marketing to micro market segmentation, from product pushing to problem solving, from isolated CSR to integrated social business models, from linear supply chain to collaborative ecosystem, from urban research and development contextual innovation, and from measuring only profit to measuring total impact. Understanding this shift is essential as they are the foundation for the innovative business models we are seeing emerging today. Now, let's look at how this paradigm shift translate into real world actions. Through business model innovation, a business model is the fundamental plan for how a business creates, delivers, and captures value. In rural market, traditional urban models often fail. Successful models here have some common characteristic. They are built on affordability, meeting the price points of low income consumers. They ensure accessibility, reaching remote areas. Their offerings are highly relevant, solving specific local problems. They are built on participation, involving local stakeholders as partners. And crucially, they are sustainable both environmentally and socially. Let's examine two pioneering models. First, Grameen Danone in Bangladesh, a classic social business model. Its mission is to fight malnutrition with fortified yogurt product. But how is its model innovative? It operates on a no loss, no dividend principle. All the profits are reinvested back into the community. It sources milk from local farmers and employs rural women, the Shakti ladies, adds its sales force, creating a virtuous cycle of health and economic empowerment. Second, we have Hindustan Unilever Project Shakti, an excellent example of a micro franchising model. It empowers rural women by training them to become entrepreneurs or Shakti Ammas who sell HUL products in their villages. This model brilliantly solved the last mile distribution challenge while simultaneously creating livelihood and empowering women financially and socially. It embeds the company within the very social fabric of the village. Let's consider two more innovation. ITC eChopal is a revolutionary platform model. It's a network of internet kiosks in villages that provides farmers with real-time information on weather, crop prices, and scientific farming practices by enabling direct procurement. It bypasses exploitative middlemen, ensuring better prices for farmer and high quality product for ITC. It's a perfect blend of technology and social capital as it relies on the trusted local facilitator that is Sanchalak. Then the Philips Smokeless Chulha, an innovation born from design thinking and co creation. Philips didn't just design a stove in a lab, their team went to villages, lived with the families, and understood the deep rooted health problems caused by indoor smoke from traditional stove. They co designed the solution with the users, ensuring it was affordable, effective, and culturally appropriate. This is a model of using corporate research and development for social good. What are the tools that make this innovative model possible? Two stand out: design thinking and technology. Design thinking is a problem solving approach that puts the user at a center. It starts with empathy, deeply understanding the lives and needs of rural community. It involves building low-cost prototypes to test ideas quickly. And as we saw with a Philips Chulha, it relies on co creation and continuous feedback to redefine the solution. Technology, as we have seen in the backbone, big data helps in targeting mobile and fintech platforms are bringing banking and financial services to the last mile. Agritech innovation like solar power, cold storage, and reducing post harvest losses for farmers, and e commerce platform are connecting rural artisans directly to global market. Technology is the greater accelerator, making these models scalable and sustainable. So, if profit isn't the only goal, how do this innovative model measure success? This is where a multi dimensional approach to impact measurement becomes critical. Of course, financial metrics like revenue and return on investment are still important for sustainability, but they are complemented by social metrics. How many jobs were created? Were women empowered? Did health and nutrition level improve? And environmental metrics. Was water conserved? Was the carbon footprint reduced? To do this, businesses use robust framework. The most common is the triple bottom line TBL, measuring platform across people, planet and profit. Other tools includes the Sustainable Balance Scorecard SBSC and Social Return on Investment SROI, which actually calculates the social value created for every dollar invested. This level of reporting provides transparency and holds company accountable for their total impact. A final important question is, why is all this happening now? Several powerful forces or drivers are accelerating this innovation in rural markets. First, many urban markets are saturated. Businesses are naturally looking to rural areas as the next frontier for growth. Second, the explosion or in digital penetration. Thanks to low cost data and smartphone has made it possible to reach and serve rural customer at scale. Third, public policy incentives from the government through schemes like the National Rural Livelihood Mission provide crucial support and de-risk entry for businesses. And finally, there is increasing pressure for ESG compliance. ESG stand for environmental, social and governance. Global investors are now demanding that companies behave ethically and sustainability, pushing them to adopt these inclusive models. In conclusion, the future of rural marketing is not about selling more products. It's about creating shared value. The journey has shifted from a one way street of pushing urban goods to a collaborative highway of co creation, empowerment, and sustainable development. The most successful company will be those that move beyond seeing rural India as just a market and instead see it as a partner. By embracing social responsibility, leveraging technology, innovating their business models, and commitment to measurable impact, they can unlock immense economic potential while contributing meaningfully to a more inclusive and equitable future. The new rural marketing paradigm is one where business growth and social progress are now just aligned but are one and the same. We have now come to the end of the first part of our lecture, The Future of Rural Marketing. In this session, we explored the core themes shaping rural marketing, the paradigm shift from profit to purpose and from consumer to co creators, an innovative business model supported by real world case studies such as a Gramin Danone, Project Sakti, ITC eChapal, and Philips Smokeless Chulha. We also discussed the role of design thinking and technology, the importance of measuring success beyond profit through the framework like the triple bottom line and SROI, and the key drivers of innovation such as a digital penetration, policy incentives, and ESG compliances. These insights from the foundation for our next part, where we will continue the journey into future ready strategies. Let's meet in the second part. Until then, happy learning. Thank you.